Hey guys, I want to welcome you to our training and just kind of go through a few things that I think is important as you begin your business. And for those of you that have been in the business for a while, my name is Alan Johnston. I'm an independent executive consultant with Ambit Energy. I'm part of what's called Team 212. And first, I'll explain where that was derived from. At 211 degrees, water boils. At 212 degrees, steam occurs, enough to move a locomotive. And with human nature, what that means is if you're willing to do just a little bit more, you literally can move mountains. You can change your life if you're willing to add just a little bit more to your plate every day with Ambit Energy. This Jumpstart training is set up to give you the knowledge and the wherewithal with a proven system that is changing thousands of people's lives one light bulb at a time. First things first with beginning your business is you want to become a secret agent. What I mean by that is when you started your business, don't go out and start talking to people. I made all the critical mistakes known in Ambit Energy early on. What we would like you to do is begin a written list. What that is the people that you want to share this business with. Again, be a secret agent. Don't go share the business. Not yet. We want you to get this training, understand what you're doing, get with your upline and your leadership, ask questions, and then get going. I'm asking you to hold off 24 hours. Make a written list of everybody that you want to share this business with, and we have the resources to memory joggers to help you create a written list. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Sign yourself up as your first customer if you're able to. Obviously, as it shows, that's optional. And then get with your sponsor and allow them to jumpstart you or help you get on your way. I think this is critical. Why ever you started this business, whatever your reason for starting this business, keep it near and dear to you. Focus on why you're doing Ambit. As you go through the rigors of owning your independent business, pardon me, as you go through the rigors of owning your business, stay focused on why you're doing Ambit. A persistent and consistent effort over time will help you succeed. You've seen all the different reasons and you've heard so many testimonies as to why people are doing Ambit in the first place. It's your prerogative. For me, even though I'm a top 30 money earner, mine was very minimal. I wanted to get our daughter a car. I was focused on that, and nothing was going to deviate from that one focal point of surprising my daughter on her birthday. Now, your written list, I just brought that up. Start with 100 names. Maybe that seems like a lot to you, but scroll through your cell phone. Most people have over 100 contact numbers in their cell phone. Look at your Christmas card list. But you see those four quadrants there. Start with your family, then your very good friends, then acquaintances, and the successful people that you know. I mean, who do you know that's named Mike? Who do you know that's named Brian? Who do you know that's named Mary? Who do you know that's named Sarah? Who cuts your hair? Who does your nails? Who mows your yard? You know, the list goes on and on. Who's your veterinarian? Who's your dentist? Ambit doesn't know anything about anybody other than it's an incredible opportunity. Now let's talk about your goals. Successful people set goals. It's proven that 3% of the American population have written goals. Write your goals down. I like to tell my personal business partners to take a sticky note and write down why they're doing Ambit in as little as 2 words. And stick that sticky note in the mirror that they see first thing in the morning and last at night. Not in the middle of the mirror, but maybe the top right corner. Subconsciously, they're going to see it there. In the morning when they wake up, they're going to see it there. It's going to remind them, I've got to do something today to build my business, to reach my why. Maybe stick one on the side of your rearview mirror or around your radio in your car. It will subliminally be there. Stick it on your steering wheel right in the middle and follow the 526. You accomplish everything you want through 526. We want you to promote as quickly as possible to regional consultant. Your goals will be achieved by following 526. And on the left there, you see the standard promoting way. But guys, I want you to understand, all you need to do is personally sponsor 2 people. The way you get a team of 6 doesn't matter as long as you personally sponsor 2. For me, I personally sponsored 2 people. One of those 2, the very next day, signed 4 people underneath them. That illustration isn't even on the screen right now, but if you could visualize personally sponsoring 2 and putting 4 underneath one of those, there's a team of 6. That's 5, 2, 6. You promote, set your goals, print this off, and put when do you want to promote by? How much do you want to earn? And when do you want to get to your goal? Another thing is an important brief invitation. This is customer gathering. A lot of people get in Ambit and they miss this. Now, Ambit's not going to stop your business if you don't get your customers in your first 28 days. What you will do is you're going to miss your jumpstart money. Currently, under open enrollment, people are beginning their business for the cost of websites, and they can become a customer and get one other, and they turn a $25 investment into a $100 earning. If they duplicate that with 2 additional customers within their first 28 days, instead of 100, they've turned their $25 investment in themselves into 200 in Texas. 3 customers in the other markets is $100. 2 additional is an additional $50. I don't want to challenge anybody's mathematical skills, but my Nacogdoches education tells me that if I can turn $25 and challenge myself to help family and friends save more of their hard-earned money on something they use every second of their day, and turn my $25 into either 200 in Texas or 150 in our other markets, it's a no-brainer. And then helping my friends begin a business and duplicate the same thing. All you're going to say to your customers is, do you have a brief minute for me? I've recently started a part-time business because I want to help my children pay for their college education. I need you to do me a favor. If it won't cost you anything, nothing, absolutely nothing changes for you, and I'm probably going to save you some of your hard-earned money. Can I count on you to do me this favor? And then ask them to take a picture of their bill or drop by their house and look at their electric bill. Guys, you take the total amount they paid, subtract the taxes, find the kilowatts they use, divide into it, and it's going to tell you how much they're paying per kilowatt. And right now in the state of Texas, in the Encore distribution area, if it's more than 9.9 cents, you've got a customer. If they're under contract, write yourself a note, put it in your smartphone as a reminder when they're 90 days up from their end of their contract, and sign them up. To get your first check, you sign yourself up as a customer, if you're able to. I keep saying that because our top money earners are not even customers of Ambit because where they reside, yet they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But if you're able to be a customer, great, become one. Call your mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever, and get a second customer, and you're going to make $100 because you remember when you started at your business, your website's counted as 2 customers. Now, you have 2 customer points because of your websites that you're paying for every month. Get 2 additional customers. You could be one of those 2, and you'll jumpstart yourself to $100. Again, I'll go through it. Double money is on the table, which simply means get 2 additional and make another $100. Now let's talk about your business partners. We talk about the building block of success being 5, 2, 6. Well, the 5's the customer points, and we just talked about that. Let's talk about the 2, your personal business partners, independent consultants in business with you for themselves. You invite the prospects from the written list that you create. Guys, don't go anywhere without your written list. You'll think of people driving down the road. You'll see someone at a restaurant, and you'll want to write their name down. Do not forget to leave your written list. And if you happen to do that, put a note in your phone, put a note on the napkin, do something to get that name and number written down so you'll remind yourself. This invitation that you give to potential business partners is very brief. Literally less than 2 minutes. Don't try to explain the business. Information overload is the worst thing you can do in trying to explain this business. All you want people to do is do you a favor and simply take a look at what you're a part of. You see a script there for you to read over, but I'm going to very quickly go through one that I like to use. And I'm calling my friend Bob, or I'll run into my friend Bob. I say, hey, Bob, how have you been? He answers very briefly. And I said, Bob, look, I've been thinking about you recently, and I really don't have a lot of time. I'm walking into a meeting or whatever the case may be. But Bob, I've been thinking about you, and I admire the way that you've been successful. I've always really respected your opinion on everything. I've partnered recently with a company that's expanding through your area to help offset the cost of my kids' college education. And it would mean a lot to my family if you would do me a favor and take a look at this business that I'm a part of. I think that the feedback you give me will help me grow in my business. Can I count on you to do me that favor? I've asked that question of people hundreds of times. Nobody has ever told me no, nor will yours. What I do is I edify the person because they're on my written list. That means I respect them. I think something of them. I use my why as a reason to reach out to them. So those two intangibles are very important. You edify the person you're asking the favor of, and you tell them why you're doing Ambit in that conversation. I'm going to ask him if he's near a computer. Guys, if he's not near a computer, I'm not going to text him. I'm not going to send him my website. If he's not near a computer with about 15 to 20 minutes to take a look at my website, I will ask him when will he be around one and I can reach back out to him. Let him set the time. Let her set the time. Because they're giving you your word, their word that they're going to do that favor for you. The best thing I will say for you to do is to go by and see them. Knee to knee, eye to eye is the best way to build your business. In presenting the business opportunity, there are several different ways to do it. And in-home, what I just spoke about, which is a knee to knee, eye to eye. The business grand opening is perfection being made. I personally have watched people do the business grand opening. And I can tell you right now that one guy in particular used this and promoted in less than 24 hours to senior consultant. He had enough consultants to be a senior. It took him a couple of days for them to get their customers, but he went very quickly to senior. What that is open your home up. Invite your people on your written list to come to your home. Don't put out a bunch of food. There's no reason to do that. You want this to be duplicatable. Open your home up. Tell those people what I just shared with you. Hey, Bob, can you come by my house on Wednesday at 6 o'clock? Can you come by my home on Saturday at 10 a.m.? I've got a group of people coming over here to take a look at something that's really important to my family. And you are so important to my family, and I need your support. Can you be here? Get your upline to be there as well. Success from Home magazine. I think people miss the boat on this one. That is one of the best tools we have in Ambit Energy. You ask someone, use the if I, would you. If I gave you this magazine, would you take time out today to look at it? Reach inside, pull the DVD out, and hand the DVD to them. Say, take a look at this when you have a chance today. Take the DVD back, put it back in the sleeve of the magazine, and hand it to them. Set a follow-up time with that person. Your websites that you pay $25 a month for are great presentation tools as well. We have lunch meetings throughout Team 212 and throughout the Ambit Nation, and then local business presentations. Now, people, I want to say this about the presentations. The presentations, the live business presentations, should be more of a validation, which I'll get into in a moment, than the first presentation. I would like to know that guests that are coming to our presentations have already seen your websites, have already seen the DVD and the Success from Home magazine. Then maybe you've met them and sat down and gone over the business with them, and they have a few questions and they'd like to come to the live business presentation. Which brings up the final phase, the validation. Without question, the most important part of this business. All right, let's go through this real quick so far what I've talked about. You started a business, you're a secret agent, you're making a written list, you learn how to invite the invitation, practice that with your upline, practice that with leadership. When you're on your way to somebody or you're fixing to do an invitation and you don't feel comfortable about it, call your sponsor or your upline and practice with them. And then the presentation, get them to take a look. That's all you want them to do is take a look. And when you get to this phase, which is the follow-up and validating why Ambit is the right company, it is very important that you set the time. Let the prospect set the time. Make sure they viewed what you've asked them to look at, whether it be the DVD or your websites or something online. And then when you call them up, say, hey, Bob, I've been anxious to talk to you all day. What did you think? I like to say it this way. Every time in Ambit that you ask a question, hit the self-mute button. The less you say, the more you're going to make. Ask them, what did you think? I've never had someone say something negative. That's the dumbest thing. Oh, man, that's ridiculous. That'll never work. It's always been, man, that's unique. How'd you find out about this? Well, Bob, I knew you would think that. Does it make sense to you? Well, yeah, Alan. I know a lot of people that use electricity. Well, Bob, I got to tell you the truth. I've always admired your business mind, and I'd love to be in business and partner with you. So if it makes sense, does that mean you're ready to get started? Well, now, Alan, I don't know, because I'm not sure about this company, and I'm not sure about this deregulation. Where all is it? Blah, blah. They start asking questions. Boom, I'm stopping right there. I am not going to answer those questions. I sit on the leadership council. I've won a couple of small awards. I've made a couple of dollars in this business. I've led national and local and regional trainings, and I can tell you right now, I do not answer questions of prospects. I tell them, hold that thought. I'll be right back. I put them on hold. I get someone that I had already set up to do the validation. I bring them on the line and I say, hey, Bob, are you there? Yeah, I'm here, Alan. Well, Bob, I've got a good friend with me. He's joining us online because he's my mentor and he's teaching me how to build a successful business. And I will introduce that person. And then I will tell the validator what Bob's feeling, that Bob just looked at the business and that he's wondering about the market. He's wondering about how saturated it is. He's wondering about how all this really works, whatever his questions are. And I'll tell him, I want this leader, qualified leader, to answer your questions, Bob. Bob, this is so-and-so, so-and-so. This is my friend, Bob. I'm done. I am not going to say another word. I wish you could see the legal pads and notebooks that I have of all the notes I've taken just listening in to validation calls, three-way calls. Use your leadership, get in this network, plug into the stuff, and learn the people that are building this business the right way. And then ask them, can I use you as a validator? All the leaders in Ambit, no matter where they live, no matter if they're financially attached to you or not, will accept you doing a validation with them. I have not found a single true leader in Ambit that says, no, don't tell anybody on your team to ever call me. And then going to stuff like Ambition, Power Trip, Simulcast, regional trainings, you're going to meet a lot of these people, and networking, you can get their cards and ask them, hey, if I ever need a validation, can I use you? So again, when you set the validation, when you do the presentation and you know they're looking at it, and you know that you're going to be calling them back at 7 o'clock tonight or 9:30 in the morning, send out a mass text to as many people as you can asking who's going to be available at 7 p.m. to do a validation. I'm on Coach Alan Johnston's team, and I need a validation at such and such time. Is anyone available? You will get a response. As soon as the first one says, yes, I can do it, accept it. Don't wait on anybody else, and you're good to go. And if you need to find out information on how to edify that person, Most of them you can look in your Success from Home magazine, or you can Google or go to your Ambit website and look in the success back in your Power Zone, the consultant success page, and read about them. Or call your upline, or simply call them. Okay, what can I say to edify you? Give me the information that I need. I'm still a work in progress. Guys, no matter what you do, follow this system. Ask questions. Be accountable to yourself. Find an accountability partner to be accountable with. Your people that sponsor you need to hear from you every day. I will admit, I've personally sponsored people, and I ask them all the time, reach out to me, ask me questions. After day 7, I'm texting them saying, I don't want to pester you, but I'm here for you. After day 10, if I'm not hearing from them, I'm finding someone else to go to work with. Guys, this business is too big to wait on. It is your chance. You've made the choice. Now take full advantage of this opportunity. I appreciate you for listening in and watching this training. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask any of us. We're here to help you. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in. I'll answer anything you may have.